Hi Gemini, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, for sharing. And for those of you who bought me coffees, I genuinely appreciate it. And those of you who have emailed me for private readings, as you know, I do not have any set prices. I just let you pay what you can afford. What I'm going to do is, this is your January reading for Gemini. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, Mercury, Mars, and any planets you may have transiting right now with any of your Gemini placements. I am gonna have us look at the January as a whole, but kind of look at the first half, the second half of January, your overarching energy, and then we'll look at timing if timing is relevant, and if you need to, we'll look for guidance. Some signs need guidance, some signs didn't need guidance, and if we need to, we'll look for outcomes if necessary. So, you know, we'll just kind of let the cards tell us what we need and follow our intuition. Isn't that the whole point? Cross watchers are welcome, and this is a timeless reading. So my intention is for January, but if you watch this in August, it may be relevant in August because timing is fluid and so is energy. So take it as it resonates, Gemini. So, my dear Geminis, let's see what we have. Your overarching energy for the month of January is the Seven of Pentacles. That's usually like, I'm hearing it's a wish fulfillment. That's what I'm hearing, but it's usually like, excuse me, I've been really sick with the flu, so I've been getting better. That's why I haven't posted for a while, so now I'm trying to make up for it and do a lot of videos. Seven of Pentacles usually means like you've planted a seed and you're waiting for it to grow. So off of this, I'm getting your overall energy. Well, I heard wish fulfillment. So it's like you're waiting. They're showing it to me as this is what you're holding so dear and near to your heart. Like this is what you want desperately. And this is how many times you've wished upon a star. It's your wish, it's your dream come true. It's like what you're cradling so close to you, Gemini. It's what you want desperately. Yeah, you really want this. And I don't know what this thing is. But you're definitely trying to heal from something, that's for sure. I don't know if you're wishing for new love, if you're wishing to have a baby, if you're wishing for a new job, if you're wishing for partnership. But you're really, this is something that's very important and near and dear to your heart. And it's wish fulfillment is usually the Star card, which makes me want to look for that as your overarching energy for some reason, because I feel like that's part of this reading, is right here. Yeah, it's right here next to Temperance. You've been patiently waiting for something, because the Star card can also mean healing. And this looks like the moon. Like, to me, even though I know it's the Star card. And Temperance is the major arcana for Sagittarius. Star card is major arcana for Aquarius. But I kept hearing this is your wish fulfillment from the Seven of Pentacles. So this is something you've wished for. And that's what the Star can also be. But the Star can also be rest and recovery. And that's what I'm getting off of the Temperance. You need to be patient, rest. You need to come back into balance and harmony. Because you're out of alignment, it feels like, Gemini right now. I feel like you're not in alignment. And when you're not in alignment, your wish can't be granted. Then it feels like with this Star card, you need time to heal and recover. And I feel like that's why you have Temperance here with patience. You're not in balance. Because on the other side of that is the Ace of Wands. See, and the Ace of Wands is usually like attraction, insight, but it's like you're trying to create magic. I feel like you're trying to manifest something. But if you're not in alignment, you're not in a good vibration, you're not healed and working right from your heart, you're not going to be able to do that. Because see how like it's like spinning and like a diamond's flying out over here and smoke. Like I feel like you can't manifest. You can't create what you want, because I feel like your wish fulfillment can't come to fruition right now until you are in harmony. So maybe your heart chakra is out of alignment, your root chakra, some of your chakras are not in alignment. You haven't healed something. So it's saying, I feel like this is your guidance and advice, which I'm giving you first. It's saying for your wish fulfillment to come true, you need to be patient and restore harmony within yourself. So give yourself some time to recover and heal. And then you can attract in what you want. And you can have what you want. I feel like I've got your guidance and advice right here. So we're doing it a little backwards, but I heard you're cradling your wish fulfillment. And if you want that, you have to do this first. And I have no idea why, but because you want love. This is the very bottom of the deck. This is your subconscious, the Queen of Cups. You want love. You want fair, balanced love with equal reciprocity, equal give and take. And you don't have that. Because the Death card's on the other side of this. Yeah, I think so that's why I think we have your guidance and advice first, Gemini. So now I understand your energy and why we have that. So I think that's advice and guidance is telling you what you need to do throughout the month to bring in your wish fulfillment. So you're starting so the month I'm defining as like the 1st through the 15th, and then the 16th through the 31st is the second half. But you're starting out with the Ten of Swords, which is kind of like, they usually show it as somebody who's been stabbed like 10 swords in their back. It's a traditional deck. So you're already coming in with this like really heavy energy. I think that's why we saw your guidance or your advice first. Look, it's like your hands are, everything's been severed and all you have left is just your hand. It's like you're trying to wave that wand. And I'm going to put your guidance and advice first. Timestamps will be below, but I'm going to put that first before your general reading. Because it's like you only have a hand left and you're still trying to create something, but you can't manifest anything until you heal this first. Because I can see what you want. Yeah, but the Ten of Swords, yeah, you have to heal first. And you got to deal with this issue first, Gemini. And I think you're healing from, you got to heal from, I feel like something that's definitely, a Three of Swords kind of situation here. So Three of Swords is Moon in Libra, I believe. Saturn in Libra. Yeah, so this is some tough lessons in love that you've gone through. And that's what you're trying to heal from. Usually it's depicted with a heart with 3 swords in it. That's right next to the 10 of Swords. So I feel like I'm hearing you've been through the ringer and back in love. But your heart's still in it. I don't think it's in it with whatever this energy was that you're trying to heal from, but your heart's still in it. Like you still believe in love, Gemini. You don't not believe in love. You still believe in love. 10 of Swords, I think, is your energy. No. I think it's you. It is. 10 of Swords is you. That's Sun in Gemini. That's you. And all you have left is your hand. It's like everything's dead but your hand, and you're trying to manifest something. And if you're manifesting from a heart that's hurt or broken or sad and not healed, all you're going to create is another broken heart. You're not going to be vibrationally high enough to bring in the love that you truly deserve. You're right, love. Because I can see what you want. It's right here. You want the Emperor, you want the 4 Wands. I see the Magician right here. Yeah, and look at this. You're literally manifesting. You're trying to manifest right here with the 10 of Swords. Right underneath the Magician. That's also your energy. That's Virgo and Gemini energy. You can't do it. It's not possible. Because you're not healed. You have to bring yourself back into harmony and heal and recover. And then you have the three of Swords, that where I see your heart's in the right place, but if it's not all healed and recovered, you have the 7 of Cups energy, where I see your heart out here, like with the right intentions, but 7s of Cups, look, it's all confusing. You've got this out here, you have this here, you have like a crescent moon, you have a sun, there's another circle here. It's like, well, what do you want? It's Neptune in Pisces, which is disillusionment, confusion, illusion. Cup you gonna pick? So if you've manifested something, something will come in, but you're not gonna know which one you want. Like you won't be able to read it, Gemini. You're gonna be too confused. Because the month I can see is divided actually into 2 groups of 4. So 4 could be important, or the number 8 could be important to you. But it has like a harsh divide. Usually I read them linearly, but it's really grouped into 2 chunks of 4s in a different way, 2 blocks of 4s. The way the cards really read your energy. And there's like a strong divide that cuts it in half. Like once you heal, what you'll have. Otherwise, you can live over here in this kind of like confusing energy where you just keep manifesting, but you keep bringing in different types of energies that aren't quite what you want, so you can keep bringing in these opportunities, but it's not in alignment with what you really want, but you're manifesting from an unhealed place, a sad place, a heart that's not in alignment with your soul and your highest good. So you're bringing in all this confusion and you're like, oh, sure, I'll take that one, thanks. And then you experience that for a little bit and then you end up sad again, hurt again. You try manifesting again because you're in the Ten of Swords again, all stabbed with only a hand, trying to manifest with your Magician one. And then it's like you end up again with, okay, well, I have all these options. I'll just take that. That one looks good, looks different than the other one. And then you do it all over again. So you can live in this cycle over here, Gemini, or you can follow the advice I think that we saw early on, which was just be patient, give yourself some time, actually heal. And if you actually heal, you'll know yourself really well and you're actually going to raise your vibration. And then you'll actually have that wand that'll actually work for you as a magician. And then your wish fulfillment comes in. Because I heard that right away. Your wish fulfillment's here. And your wish fulfillment's right over here in this other block of 4 cards that I see. And here, is if you listen to your intuition, everything's right here. So you kind of have, it's kind of like you have 2 paths you can pick, Gemini. You can choose to give yourself some time in January to really heal, rest, recover, bring yourself back into balance and harmony and be Gemini again and know your heart and soul and what you really want. Or you can just push on forward. Yeah, my heart hurts. I'm just gonna ignore that. Let me put that to the side. Who really cares? I put blinders on, plow through, pick up the next person who comes along that looks like it might be a good fit. I think that's who I manifested. End up in a connection with them and start the cycle all over again, be hurt again and try manifesting again and do it again and again and again until you realize, because again, this is Saturn energy, which is about learning lessons. How many more times do you want to go through this cycle of being hurt, feeling the pain, trying to bring in somebody new, the right love connection? It's not the right person. They might be different people each time, but you're still haven't learned your lesson in love. So the universe is going to keep testing you until you say, this isn't what I want. I understand what unhealthy connections look like. I understand what love doesn't look like. I understand what I now want in love and what good, healthy boundaries are. And that's what the Queen of Cups knows. And that's what your subconscious knows on the bottom of the deck. So, and that's why we also saw the Death card. Until you put this to death, you're going to keep living in this cycle until you tell the universe, no, I recognize it now. So you have to go out with somebody maybe 1 to 4 times. You know what? That's not in alignment with me. That's not what I want. No, thank you. Then the universe will test you a few more times. You say, no, I don't want that, because you've learned your lesson. And then they'll give you what you want, your true wish fulfillment, because it's right here. So it's for you to decide, Gemini. But they're telling you, just take some time for you. People aren't defined by being in a connection. You are already high value by just being you. You are already worthy just being you. You're not defined by being in a relationship. You're not defined by being married. You're not defined by being someone's boyfriend or girlfriend, someone's fiance, by being engaged, by being someone's husband or wife. That doesn't make you a better person. That doesn't give you higher status. That doesn't make you more lovable, a better friend, a better sibling, a better promotion at work. That doesn't give you anything better. It doesn't mean anything. What makes you the best version of you is yourself, knowing your own self-worth and your own love, and knowing who you are as a person and what you will and will not accept into your own life. And until you understand that, you'll keep bringing in the wrong energies for yourself. Because life is not about everybody else. It's about you, your own journey and your own love. And if a great connection comes along, great. If not, who really cares? That person doesn't define you ever, and you don't ever define them. It's just, do you want to have a nice experience together at some point in your life? That's all it is. So I think, Gemini, until you understand that and get yourself in alignment, that's what this universe or source or spirit's trying to tell you, is you're defining yourself too much by being maybe in a connection with someone. Because it's obvious that's what you want. And that's okay. A lot of people want that. Love is a beautiful thing. It's a great thing to experience with the right person. But you have to completely love and understand yourself first. And until you do, you can't be with someone else, because you'll keep being with all the wrong people. And you have to be really secure and happy on your own first. Otherwise, you'll always be with the wrong people. So I feel like January feels like it's supposed to be the month of deciding which path you want to go down, and then deciding if you want to, then rest, recover, stabilize yourself. Because if you do, then you have this other opportunity in front of you, which is your wish fulfillment that you really want, which brings you all these exciting things. So I'm just trying to figure out which card to show you first, because I can see what you want. You want the Four of Wands. You want marriage. You want union. I see these as two soulmates coming together. You want total stability in your life with someone. You want to be in a home with someone. You want to feel that deep, true soulmate connection. And that's what this card is. And it's right next to the Emperor, which means husband. You can flip it if you're a man looking for a wife. It means you'll find your wife. But this person means they don't live in fear. They live in their heart space. So you can't live in a fear-based space if you want to be with them. They've already gone through their spiritual awakening. They already are secure. The Emperor is highly confident, very secure. The Emperor knows who they are and what they want. The Emperor makes decisions. They take charge. They're assertive. This is Aries Major Arcana. If you know an Aries, you know they're confident and know who they are. But you have to know who you are and be confident before you can invite the Emperor into your life, or the Empress, a wife or a husband, or that kind of serious, committed, lifelong partnership. If you're not, you can't be that kind of partner back to someone. This could mean also union, partnership, soulmates, and their eyes wide open. They're ready for that. This person that you want is ready for that, but they can't be ready for you if you're not ready for them. And Gemini, you're highly intuitive with the High Priestess being here. You already know that. And again, you're reaching for that wish fulfillment, that star card. And you already know when we saw the star card, it's telling you to stop and rest and heal. And you're ignoring your own intuition. I'm hearing you ignore your intuition in love. So you know when you go out with people that they're already the wrong ones, and you ignore it, Gemini, and you still will then end up in a serious relationship with someone and know they're wrong, and you just ignore your intuition. You have to ask yourself why. Why are you doing that? Do you feel defined by being in a relationship with somebody, Gemini? Or are you so desperate for this soulmate, this idea of home, this romanticized, idealized concept of commitment, that you're willing to sacrifice your own intuition, your own happiness, your own true desires? Because that's what you're doing. You are ignoring your own intuition. It's saying you need to start to listen to your intuition. Because if you follow your intuition, you'll never be wrong, Gemini, ever. I feel like January is a tough month for you, actually. It's giving you an opportunity to really decide how do you want to set the tone for the year. It's that big, in life we have those big forks in the road. Sometimes we know that we're at the big fork in the road in life, and sometimes we don't. You're at a big fork in the road in life for love, but you actually know it. And it's not because I'm telling you, you already intuitively know it. And you get to decide which path you want to go down. Especially with the Queen of Swords right here. This is telling me a few things. This is telling me you already know you've been down several difficult lessons, because hourglass also means Saturn. So you've already had a lot of difficult lessons in love. So it's telling me you already know that and you ignore it. With me seeing the star and seeing the star in the High Priestess tells me you ignore your intuition. And the Queen of Swords is Aquarius, and Aquarius is a highly intuitive zodiac sign. And this is right next to the High Priestess. So you ignore your intuition when it comes to relationships, Gemini. Because there's another energy that will dangle something right in front of you. Like a carrot. The way people will dangle a carrot in front of a horse, I think is the saying. But it's like some people will dangle something right in front of you that you desperately want. So it's like you'll stick around for that, knowing it's still not in your best interest. But you're just hoping that person's going to change a little. People don't change. People are who they are. We're all adults, right? You're not talking about raising children and teaching children and children are learning and growing. That's different. You're raising a child. We're talking about grown adults, like an adult male or an adult woman. They're not going to change who they are. They already are who they are. So they already know they're being a manipulative energy by dangling something in front of you. They know they're never going to give. And the Queen of Swords always speaks her truth. She's very honest, very direct. Aquarians are very honest and very direct. I know I'm being an Aquarius and being very honest and very direct with you, Gemini. Some of the closest people to me are Geminis, so that's why I'm talking to you this way. And you're an air sign and you can take it. So I feel like, especially with you being intuitive anyway, you ignore your intuition. Look at this, the hand's turning away. You're turning your back on your intuition when you know the wrong connection is dangling something right in front of you. You're turning your back on what you've already learned. It's like, I'm gonna ignore that gut feeling. I just don't want to acknowledge it. I just don't want it to be true. So if I pretend it's not true, it's not true. No, Gemini, it's still true. But with the Queen of Swords being over here and this other energy, it's also saying you can always be truthful and honest with the right person. Once you recognize the lessons you've learned, this disappears. They're showing me this just goes away. Because the right person, because this falls right underneath the Emperor, which is Aries energy, they don't play this game with you. Because Aries are also very direct. They're not going to play with you. So when you're with the right person and you heal and decide what you really want and you love yourself, Gemini, and you know what your worth and value really is, what you have to offer and what you really want, this literally disappears and it no longer is dangling in front of you. Because you're like, oh, yeah, no, I don't want to play around anymore. I know what I want in love. And you'll start immediately just like throwing people to the side, like, no, don't want that, don't want that. And you start to look at it this way. Now you listen to your intuition and love. And this no longer exists. So it's like, yeah, I listen to my intuition when it comes to love now. It flips. And the person that will embrace you, the right person for you, wants you to speak your truth, the real Gemini, wants you to say what you have to say. The way the Queen of Swords says what she has to say. The way I'm saying what I have to say to you. I'm not holding back. They don't want you to hold back. They're going to love that about you. Look how these hands are wide open. That's what they're going to be. Wide open. They're going to want to hear what you have to say. What's on your mind? Why do you think like that? Why'd you say that? Oh, well, that's an interesting perspective. Okay. Like, they will embrace you the way you are and love you the way you are. They're not going to ask you to change or stop being who you are. That's what you have to understand. I feel like everyone else has asked you to stop being Gemini, or to tone it down, or to change something about yourself. This person is going to love Gemini just the way Gemini is. And that's the way it should be. That's what love is. That's exactly the way it should be. Nine of Cups. You'll find a lot of happiness and fulfillment. And look, that's the Pentacle. That's the Seju planet. That's your wish fulfillment coming in. Look how glow you are. And that's the Emperor's eye on you. You're going to be so happy. That's so much joy and fulfillment. This person's going to shower you with love, happiness, fulfillment. You're going to work through problems together and communicate really well when there's disagreements. That's also why the Queen of Swords is here with the Emperor. You will communicate well. I feel like they'll communicate from a loving space, and you'll be able to communicate from just your throat, just like the truthful space, and they'll just intuitively understand you. But they'll embrace it with love. There'll be so much love between the two of you, if you're willing to wait for your wish fulfillment. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. If you go down here on this other path, I'm doing your reading differently because it just feels like I need to. If you go down on this other path over here with the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Magician, you stay in this Four of Cups energy. And this is, looks like Saturn. Like, you're still learning those lessons. They're showing us this the whole planet of Saturn with the rings around it. You're still gonna be, because it felt sideways too, like you're still stuck. You're stuck in the Saturn lesson, because sideways means being stuck, because it came out sideways. I don't remember what planet rules this one. Four Cups. It's Moon in Cancer. So yeah, you'll be living in that fear because it's the moon. So you're gonna be stuck, literally, like this, living in those lessons again, and you'll be living in that fear-based place. And the moon in Cancer is a very emotional sign. I know, because I'm a moon in Cancer. So we're very emotional, very feeling. It's a very much a very emotional feeling sign, right? So the moon in Cancer, I feel like you're going to be feeling even more and more and more these experiences, and they're going to get more and more painful over time. Because it's like, how many more times? It's almost like Groundhog Day. It's just with a different connection each time. How many more times do you have to go through it to get it, kind of thing? Because this is really how the cards lay out. I wonder if, like that. 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and Saturn on its side. And then I have the 7 of Cups and the Magician below it. But with it being on its side, it means you're really stuck, Gemini. So like I said, January really feels like a month of decision. You're at a fork in the road. Which path do you want to go down? Do you want to follow the advice that Spirit kind of gave to us first, the advice and guidance for your ultimate wish fulfillment that you are trying to embody, which I heard you can have. So it's kind of a decision time. Spirit kind of laid out 2 options for you that you can have. And it's really, what do you want? Because I feel like you are in this place right now of trying to make a decision, maybe. Maybe you're trying to make a decision of, do I stay in a connection that's not good for me or not? Or you're trying to decide, should you go out with somebody and you're not completely over a connection? And Spirit saying, well, this is what will happen. So I feel like Spirit felt for the majority of you, this is to be what you need to work on in January. And it just sets your tone for the rest of 2024 is really what it feels like, Gemini. I hope this is helpful. I hope it gives you insight and lets you have some guidance. I'll do a February reading for you, of course. And let me know if you have any questions or if you want a different type of reading. Just put a comment and I'll do any kind of reading you want, Gemini. But I think this should help some of you who are kind of in this stuck energy of, what do I do? This is interesting. Your sign is very different. Each sign gets a different type of reading for their monthly readings. There is no format. I just go with what Spirit says. So I wish you a beautiful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for your time. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Gemini.